The official business IT partner of the Huskers. We're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Green's Furnace and Plumbing has been servicing the southeast Nebraska area since 1921, specializing in HVAC systems, bathroom remodels, duct cleaning, backflow testing, and so much more. With a network of trained technicians ready to assist you, Green's Furnace and Plumbing is your source for dedicated commercial HVAC service for your business, building, or even your home, so it can run without all those unwanted interruptions. Learn more by visiting their website at callgreens.com or give them a call at 402-467-4444 today.
Graham Tire presents life's greatest adventures.
Okay, take the worm, put it on the hook. Now bring your pole back and throw it forward. And just let the fish come to you.
I got a bite! It's a big one, Dad!
Great road trips start with great service. Graham Tire, your tire store next door, with 5 convenient Lincoln locations, getting you to the places that matter most.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings & Rings thanks to the all-new Delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get 1 half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney location. Stop by Wings & Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket. At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation. Here is your host, Derek Pearson.
Sunday, boom. It is a great day to be a Husker. 19 track and field athletes qualified for NCAA regionals. 19. One of them is considered the national favorite. Husker softball. In the land of the Giants. They take on Alabama, face the number 1 softball team in the country. Doesn't go their way. Measure and remeasure. Here comes the Texas Longhorns, and we do not have to explain who they are, why this matters. Baseball in the land of the Giants. SEC power. Ole Miss comes to town. Don't play perfect. Don't pitch perfect. SEC finds a way. Ole Miss finds a way. Guess what? So what? Here comes the Arizona State Sun Devils. 2 p.m. It's a big day. Last night in Dallas, Texas. RAF 9. 3 Huskers. Christopher Bento, Antrell Taylor, and Ridge Lovett go down there and take on the Giants. This is big boy pro wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Real American Freestyle, the 9th premier event in history. On a card with some of the great mixed martial artists and wrestlers in history. And among them, 3 Huskers, 3 young Huskers. Invited, paid, fought. Trelly didn't go well. He falls 8-0, but they will see him again.
Mm-hmm.
Christopher Mento falls 8-5 in a brawl. Absolute brawl. They will see him again.
So in 21, by the way.
Paid.
Yeah.
This is career work now, right? Career work.
Well, it's just the start of it. Antrell Taylor's 22, Minto's 21. The guys they're going up against were both in their 30s.
But all of that, right?
Like they're in the big boy leagues.
When I say, and I'm saying this for Husker fans to be proud,
mm-hmm.
because amongst those, and then facing an Olympic medalist and a several-time world champion finalist, Ridge Lovett upsets the world and stuns RAF9 by winning. Career path and trajectory changed. The forward and up is now really forward and really
I
up.
was just going to say it was forward and up, and he just keeps doubling down.
Right? A great night. That even if you don't have the results that you wish for or hope for, the fact that you're in that space in elite status competing against the best that there is, there's only 8 softball programs in the discussion. There's only 16 regional hosts. Well done, Huskers. Harrison, I will ask you, kind sir, if you would please to say thank you to our sponsors who make the coverage happen all weekend long.
Yeah, absolutely. So, of course, we want to shout out our sponsors, especially because we didn't really get an opportunity to last night with the game being suspended until later today at noon. A1 Automotive, Arbor Axe House, Hamilton Telecommunications, Solarion, Hunt Irrigation, Union Bank and Trust, and Rod's Power Sports. A1 Automotive, always honest answers. So celebrating 1 year at 5110 State Hill Drive in South Lincoln, and now also open in Seward.
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, Nick Sainer, of course, in Oklahoma City.
Mm-hmm. He just put a preview video out too, what he's expecting. If those want to follow the 93.7, any of the social media platforms, 93.7 The Ticket, Nick Sainer's got a preview on there.
I mean, and again, with those fine folks who help that sort of thing happen, that sort of coverage happen, we greatly appreciate that. And in the space that we're in, we're talking about, I mean, Jake Sorensen is down at the building, down at Haymarket.
Mm-hmm.
Bach is down at the Haymarket. I will probably go down at 2:00, make myself available.
Jake Squared plus DP.
Yeah.
Not a bad crew.
Yeah, to go down and at some point I will really yell about some of the stuff that goes on down there. Not today.
Okay, fair enough.
Not today. Not today.
I will say the white ticket gear though.
The white ticket gear.
That
pops.
looks so clean. I was able to find you guys on TV immediately.
It pops, right?
It's a nice look.
It pops. I wore the black, and both Jakes wore the white dry fit pullover.
Yeah, okay, those are two.
Which I need to make sure I get more of.
Yeah,
quite frankly, game changer.
It is
game changer along the way. Of course, we are live 402-464-5685. If you want to be a part of what we're doing, of course, on all the live video streams from the text line. Kevin in Southwest Lincoln says this. He thinks Husker baseball is toast. Ole Miss and ASU hit the ball harder than any Big Ten teams can.
UCLA, Oregon. I mean, they're great at that. Don't get me wrong.
Baseball's baseball, and then you're in playoff baseball.
Mm-hmm.
As a baseball player, I would tell you, time of year matters. Matchups matter. Pitching matters. And you're often facing aces. So your reaction to facing aces often plays into it. Everybody's good. Everybody's good. Everybody's a battler. And then is it just your day or not?
Mm-hmm.
The reason why the postseason is magical is because it requires so many pieces of magic to come together. I'll use Nebraska softball as the story that you get one hit and then one hit's a bomb. But would I say that Nebraska softball is toast? No. You faced a hot pitcher. Great. They tell you in postseason that great pitching beats great hitting. until it doesn't. There's some 19s and 17s being put up in the opening regionals, on both sides, baseball and softball.
Yeah, UCLA lost to St. Mary's, and they got a rematch today.
Again, the matchup that day, they're pitchers that I faced, closers, full stop guys, right? The best stuff on the roster.
Mm-hmm.
Guys that you would face on a Friday night, and then you face them again on Sunday. Rarely did the guy who had the best night Friday have the best day Sunday. If I saw you twice, or if you saw me twice, if you had good stuff on Friday and I saw you, I'm smarter than I was. I have some idea. I've seen it. Now, if you beat me Friday with not your best stuff, I'm in trouble. But if you got me at my best on Friday, oh my. That's baseball. That's baseball. Major League Baseball. There are so many all-star pitchers who get got by guys down in the lineup. It's just a matchup thing and a day thing. When your name is called on day 5, you don't control whether you have your best stuff that day. You don't. You don't. Ask me about Arizona State on a short night, 13 hours rest. And they didn't really rest because you have to wind down after 1:30 a.m., right?
Mm-hmm.
You've got to wind down. You got to get back to the hotel. You got to get some food in you because you didn't eat, right? You got to get some food in you. Then you got to wind down. You got all the therapy, post-game rehab, right? For pitchers, anybody that threw, got to work the arm. You got to ice it, maybe ice some other body parts, massage, suction cup treatment. There's a full range, right? Band treatment, resistance treatment, whatever it was. Then you got to get up. You had to get up yesterday morning, eat breakfast, and then be at the stadium early on, warm up, try to figure out exactly what tools you have on the tool belt for that day. Ideally, you sent the pitcher who was going to pitch the next day to bed, right? Early. You send them back because that's what we would do is we would send players back. If you're pitching, you're not pitching tonight and it's late, I'm going to send you back to the hotel. Go sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Like, go get off your feet. Go save your legs. That's just a starter. Are you sending your number 2 guy back to the hotel to rest? Are you sending the next day's catcher back to the hotel? There's so many moving parts to this thing. And then, quite frankly, the loss actually teaches lessons. So if you're willing to learn the lessons of how people got you out, what better memory than a lesson most recently learned? If you got me out with a running slider on Friday night at 12:30, you better not get me out Saturday afternoon with it.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't control it. Matter of fact, you may not see it. They may not throw it again. Harrison, there's zero cause for concern about Nebraska baseball. Just go play the game. Go play the game. And you're playing the game against a really good Arizona State team. You know that. You know they're a good team. You know they're good offensively. If you tell me they hit better than teams in the Big Ten, and there are some teams that they hit better in the Big Ten, so be it. There are teams that Nebraska hits better than in the Big 12. Chill. But if you're the Huskers, how many pitches do you have to burn at 2:00, Harrison?
All of them. Yes.
All of them.
With it being the elimination game, yeah.
You need 27 outs.
Yeah.
You've got 13 pitchers on the roster? 14? Guess what?
Whatever's working.
Hey, man. And guess what? If you're Division I, a real threat in a major conference, you're not carrying 8 guys who can't get outs, who can't get an out, right? If you can get a couple, get the couple. Now, if you get somebody you can trot out there who bans the first 5 innings, aces. Well done.
Mm-hmm.
Well done. But if you can't, load them up. This is a free-for-all now. This is big business right now. And line yourself up with a full roster of pitchers and arms. Everybody available. Situational matchups certainly matter. But then you have to execute. You have to execute.
Yeah, we were right there with Ole Miss yesterday too. I mean, we had bases loaded. We just couldn't get any of those runs in there, and then it was kind of the opposite on the flip side. Then Ole Miss pitchers started going up on pitch count. Things started getting a little bit sloppy. We have bases loaded. It's just that game was very close yesterday. It felt like it got away, but I can't remember what inning it was. It might have been like the 7th inning, but we traded off where we weren't able to get any runs off of bases loaded, and Ole Miss was able to get one. I think they got a couple walks even, and we just didn't execute. It's what we normally see. But again, this is a team that was, until today's loss, they were 24-1 at home. Like that's something to just not scoff at.
You lost a tournament baseball game.
Yeah.
Like it's
to Ole Miss, a good, respectable team. And you almost had them.
Everybody in the tournament was respectable because they had to beat some people to get here.
Ask Oklahoma and softball how they're doing.
You just had, listen to me. Tournament play, and we've been in tournaments where we tried to win tournaments early in the season to get used to the psychology of people. Think the physical aspect is why you get in those early season invitationals, but it's the psychology in those early season invitationals. You being familiar with playing out of sort, for you with that meaningful at bat, right? And all at bats are meaningful, but hey, what do you do? What is your thought process when there's more of a crowd and there's more emphasis on this at bat? How do you prepare for the most critical at bat that you're at the plate for when a bunt is required, a sacrifice bunt, a bunt for a hit? When is that? What is your thinking, and what is your reaction to it? What if you're protecting a runner on first? What if it's a hit and run? What is your process? Right? What is your process as the runner on first in that situation? What is your process as a runner and there's a line drive hit? What is your reaction? Do you understand back on the line drive, not freeze? Freezing on the line drive puts you in a dilemma. It's back on the line drive. Let the ball go through. How are you able to process as a pitcher? The 3-2 count in March only leads you to the 3-2 count in May and June. What do you do with it? Is this 3-2 count against a left-hander? If you're a right-hander, is a 3-2 count with one out in the inning? Do you need to get double play ball on this 3-2 count? Is this a 300 hitter, a 350 hitter, a 20 home run hitter, a 2 home run hitter? All of this stuff builds in. The people who love baseball understand that there's so many metrics that can change the outcome. And you only rely on that day, because whatever tendency you have, you can play to a tendency, but the tendency yesterday didn't work. And that's okay. Do you go away from the tendency? No, you stick to the thing that you've seen, you have evidence of success with. So this was a team that in 96% of their home games, it worked. It didn't work yesterday.
But it was right there.
You don't erase the 24-2 record at home at 2:00. You just play the game. You just play the game. And what happens. Arizona, wait a minute. Maybe they like hitting at Haymarket. But I tell you what, I'm not real sure about what happens today. Nobody is. No,
that's the beauty of baseball and softball, especially when you get into postseason, the NCAA, when you get into postseason. It's absolutely incredible. While we got a little bit of pause, though, let's continue to shout out our sponsors. Arbor Axe House. Father's Day will be here before you know it. Dad's Throw free on Sunday, June 21st, for the purchase of an equivalent amount of axe throwing. Book your bay at arbораxe.com, located at 18th and N. DP, I do got to ask you, though. I don't know if I've ever seen this happen in a game so far, but yesterday's game, the crowd noise was getting so loud. And shout out Husker Nation. On TV, it looked awesome. Where it's getting so loud, he thought his communication, I don't know what the mic in his headset, wasn't working. So he goes to the sideline, asks his coach. The coach kind of has a chuckle and says, no, it's working. It's just that loud in here. He takes it out of his ball cap in between pitches. He's just putting it up to his ear and then putting it back down in his pocket. And shout out to the pitcher. He actually pulled out of it despite bases being loaded. I thought they were going to pull him out of it, but it looked like he was rocked. And then he was able to get out of that jam. But I've never seen a situation like that where you see a pitcher just totally beholden to the little microphone that he's got to put up to his ear every time.
Well, I mean, all sports have evolved digitally.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we have, you have the dots in football in the quarterback's helmet. You have the dots in the helmet for the communication with one defender on the field at a time.
So it's just hand signals when you were pitching, or not? You weren't pitching, but when you were playing baseball,
pitching, coaching as a coach. It was always hand signals.
Okay.
That's
what I thought they were going to go to. I was amazed that they just opted for
that's what you should.
That's what made me laugh so much.
Well, but they also, I mean, again, this is all the variants that depending on the game, the opponent, the pitcher on the mound, the catcher behind the plate, and the coach, there's somewhat the Cody just beat Gunter. Clean. I like that. I like that. Beat him clean.
We all like that.
That if some pitchers like to call their own pitches, but you have to earn the right to do it over a long period of time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Over a long period of time. Some catchers love to call pitches because the catcher sees things that the pitcher doesn't see. And the catcher sees whether the pitcher has good stuff, bad stuff, or otherwise, right? Sometimes it's the skipper because I want control over what's thrown. I see a thing at a different level and exposure than either the pitcher or the catcher, depending on who it is. It may be a situation where I happen to see tendency. Maybe I've deciphered signals from the opposing team. And by the time I would want to relay them in, it's too late. Maybe the catcher's seen a thing. Maybe it's foot placement of the batter and he sees, okay, he's struggling with the pitch down the way. So he could say that.
Mm-hmm.
It depends. I am not a fan of the voice in the head, but I understand. It's what they're doing now.
Yeah.
I also had my initial plan, which was whoever's calling pitches. Any one of the three could call pitches. As a matter of fact, I would often change from inning to inning so that if you're spying me, I'm giving bogus signals.
On somebody else. So you just have no idea.
Right. And somebody else is looking. As a matter of fact, there's a towel when the catcher does it. Okay, now the pitcher's calling pitches. And then I had a thing where so let's say Harrison Orange is my catcher.
Mm-hmm.
I could say, and let's say the pitcher has three pitches. Before the inning or before the game, I can say, Harrison, if I call you Harrison, it's the heater. It's a 1. If I call you by your last name, it's the breaking ball or a breaking ball. If I say, hey, catch, change up. Here we go, Harrison. Oh, you know what to call. Pitcher knows what to call this. There was always a plan to the next plan to the next plan. And that's what happened last night. It was there. I love it when a pitcher wants to call their own game. Because it means they're committed, they're honest with themselves. Right? Because if you think the fastball is working, you're going to throw the fastball well.
Right.
If you don't think it's working, you don't want me to call the fastball. Like if you don't think he can get it there. But the catcher will tell you. The pitcher can often think his breaker's good. The catcher's like, they're on your curveball, even if they swung it or not, right? They can see whether they're late, whether they're letting it run deep. Have they adjusted their footwork? Maybe it's hand placement on the bat. Maybe it's nerves. The catcher also looks down at their base coach. He sees them too.
Mm-hmm.
He also has to see the first base coach. And if the third base coach, the first base coach, and the runner are getting a little jittery and there's something there, who do I don't want the pitcher to call a pitch out. I want the catcher. I want the catcher because he sees the situation. He sees it. It's all in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
It's always going on. It just came to light last night because the crowd was so loud. And as a coach, I'm prepared. What if it's loud? Okay, so what? Harrison. Right?
For Ole Miss, maybe that was the game plan. We'll use this time to calm down and work on our equipment.
They rather.
That's what I was like. They probably don't mind this little pause in the action.
Yeah, the text is right. The stories of Greg Maddux are mind blowing. So Greg Maddux was one of those ones that called his own pitches, but the way that he called his own pitches was fascinating. He would call his pitches based on the way he caught the ball back from the catcher.
Oh, I never heard this.
Oh, it's a fantastic story of if he caught it, open.
Yeah.
If he caught it walking towards the catcher, if he caught it with two hands, if he caught it
underhand, whatever it may be.
I'll find the clip, but it's a great thing, right?
And that was the sign of how he was going to throw the next pitch.
That was the next pitch. And that was the catcher knew what the next pitch was.
So did he admit it or did people eventually crack the code?
No, he admitted it 3 years ago.
That's incredible.
3 years ago. It was the story of Mike Mussina when he was with the Yankees to finish his career, and he's throwing a complete game. Mussina's calling pitches. As a matter of fact, Mussina's telling the catcher, it doesn't matter what you call, I'm throwing what I'm throwing. And it's working. And Joe Torre would say, if it's working, call your own game. It's only when it's not working. And he gets to the ninth inning, and Torre thinks he's done, right? He looks at the catcher's like, some signal. And Torre begins to come out to the mound to take the ball from Mike Mussina. And Mike Mussina lays into Joe Torre. You stay in the dugout. I'm finishing this. As a skipper, hey, when I give you the ball, the last thing I say to my pitchers, here, take the ball. I don't want it back until it's after the last out. Every pitcher, every program I ever coached in, those are the final words. And that was the thing. You give it back to me when you're ready. I don't ever want to take it from you.
Mm-hmm.
You give it back to me when you're done. And that's my favorite thing. That's my favorite thing about it. But yeah, it's a pretty cool story with the Maddux. I'll find the clip during the break.
Perfect. All right. With that being said, we'll throw it to break. Let's get one more sponsor in here before we do so. Hamilton Telecommunications, celebrating 125 years of innovation and service, connecting your world with the latest in communications, technology products, and services. Learn more at hamiltontel.com. One-on-one with DP, talking a lot of baseball, softball here. You guys are always welcome to join in, as you have been so far. Appreciate you texting in. 402-464-5685. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a bit.
93.7 The Ticket is Lincoln's home for Kansas City Royals baseball in 2026. Catch all the action as Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and a pitching rotation led by Cole Reagans try to lead the Royals back to the postseason. That's Kansas City Royals baseball all summer long. On the air in Lincoln at 93.7 The Ticket.
Some people are looking to buy their very first home. Others are looking to build. And some are refinancing to make what they have work a little better. But the one thing they all need? A personal guide through the mortgage process. At Pinnacle Bank, our local lenders work closely with you to find the right kind of loan and the best rates possible. Because every path home deserves someone by your side. Find your lender today with Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions with pay starting at 23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offer great pay, health, dental, and vision, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service, bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on making the most craveable chicken finger meals, getting them right every time. That's why we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, salt every fry, squeeze every lemon, and brew every ounce. We do this inside every Raising Cane's, every day, because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Green's Furnace and Plumbing has been servicing the southeast Nebraska area since 1921, specializing in HVAC systems, bathroom remodels, duct cleaning, backflow testing, and so much more. With a network of trained technicians ready to assist you, Green's Furnace and Plumbing is your source for dedicated commercial HVAC service for your business, building, or even your home, so it can run without all those unwanted interruptions. Learn more by visiting their website at callgreens.com or give them a call at 402-467-4444 today. Are you looking for something different for lunch or dinner in Lincoln? Big 8 is now open at 1226 P Street, serving seafood boils and Asian cuisine. Get your hands messy with fresh, flavorful seafood boils, hot, bold, and made to share. Or enjoy classic Chinese and Asian dishes, perfect for lunch, dinner, or a night out with friends and family. Big flavors, generous portions, and a brand new dining experience. Big 8, now open in Lincoln.
Noticing more dust at home? It may be time for duct cleaning from Bryant. Breathe easy and healthy. Call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Back to One-on-One with DP. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back on a Sunday. Softball, 26 minutes. Baseball, 26 minutes to get ships righted. But kudos, thank you to both of those programs for playing today.
Yeah, we're part of the conversation still.
Playing today.
Whatever you may feel heading into it.
Yeah, playing today.
Which is fine. I'm not telling people how to feel. DP, I got to ask you, any concerns with like having to play that quick inning, even though it's just one and then rolling into this game or not?
No.
Okay.
No. you know, the Huskers have scored 3 runs in an inning several times. So it's not, you don't concede anything. You don't you don't quit on
No, I'm
anything.
glad they didn't. I'm not saying at all that you should forfeit to being down 3 runs when we've had innings where we've put up 7.
Everybody who's playing in the college tournament has played in a travel ball tournament or a college tournament where this is in play, where you have to come back on short notice and play. Like if you play travel ball, if you even as a kid, high school, you played in a tournament and that's just the way it works. Like you just have to recover. You have to manage your mind. You have to manage your body. You have to manage the prep. You play double headers. Colleges just play double headers. So you're used to that.
We've had to play at 1:30 in the morning.
You've had to play 1:30 in the morning. You're used to that. You're used to being shorthanded, right? Bunch of those tournament games in a row. So it's not out of the realm of comfort. Not ideal. You'd much rather be Ole Miss sitting at the crib, right? You'd much rather, have the 6 hours. But remember, you're still talking about that they're only, 5 hours of 4 hours of comfort themselves, right? Because you got to play at 7:00. Somebody's got to play at 7:00, so you're back in play. It just is. The advantage that you have is that the pitcher who would go later didn't come to the stadium this morning. If that pitcher has its own catcher, that catcher rested their legs last night. You're just going to go with what you got. Certain bullpen pitchers. I would ask the question, again, intrigued. There is some, so starter 3 is one thing, but there is something to be said about throwing off your opponent by just getting outs and using different pitchers to do so. It's a thing, right? It's a thing. So it'll be interesting how it plays out at 2:00. Of course, the game will dictate some of that, right? You get off to a good start. You can't go through what you went through last night. You get down 3-0 and then have to battle. That's not the real way that success happens in these spaces. It's certainly not how you want to butter your bread. So figure out a way to get a good offensive start. Handle your business. Make pitches. But as Rhonda Rovell says, win the strike. Win the pitch. Just win the pitch. For both teams, win the pitch. Like somebody starts you with a strike, okay. Win the next pitch. Win the next pitch. You can overcomplicate it, but no, it really is that simple. Your ability to refocus, relock in, and then reassess the situation. It's here we go. It's either 0-1 or 1-0. Here we go. Let's go after it. So that's where I think today goes. It should be interesting. But I mean, again, Texas, their season's on the line too.
Yeah.
Arizona State season on the line too. It's elimination day. You got to throw hands. And
at least we're in the comfort of our own home.
Yeah, and
which is the reward for a good regular season.
Well, here's the thing. I would almost say Nebraska kind of always feels at home.
Yeah, with like the sleeper cells we got everywhere in the country.
Even in OKC softball kind of feels at home.
Yeah.
They kind of feel
I'd agree.
Home. So just do what you do well. Just listen. You don't control the outcome. You only control pitch by pitch. That's what today is. It's going to be interesting.
And Cupsker chimes in, says my Legion ball team did that to win district. Had to beat Wilbur Clatonia 2 times at 15 minutes in between games. Didn't matter.
Yeah, happened in high school because of rain. And high school tournaments are always weird, right?
Yeah, they're a little more
always weird,
willing to get games in when maybe they shouldn't.
Right, you get used to it, and the top level players have been there before. So, just play the game. Just don't put any more, as Mark Manning says, don't make anything bigger than it is. Don't make anything bigger than it is. The next pitch, the next throw, the next fly ball, the next hit and run opportunity. Don't make it bigger than it is. Make the play.
Well said. And with that being said, let's get one more sponsor in here because I want to make sure to shout all of these guys out with just a little bit of this segment left. And then we have the last segment. Let's shout it out. Hunt Irrigation, the right choice, the professional choice, the water smart choice. Call Hunt Irrigation for a free estimate on new installations at 402-538-8151. Again, that is Hunt Irrigation. You can give them a call at 402-438-8151. DP, anything that stuck out to you so far, like in a major way, whether it's like an individual team's performance or a major theme that you've been seeing throughout we'll keep it on baseball for now. Maybe we can wrap up with softball, but throughout the baseball regionals that has just really stuck out to you?
Well, I mean, this time of year, I'm fascinated by pitching and pitching choices. Everybody has somebody in their lineup that can rake. The difference is the number of people in your lineup that can rake, right? That can really swing the bat. And then what are you getting from the top third and bottom third of your lineup? Everybody's thick in the middle. We get that. Everybody's got some bangers, heart of the lineup sort of deal. What are you getting? I watched Georgia Tech, and I watched the bottom of their lineup put in just epic work.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to pay. I was like, okay, this is what we're doing, right? To watch the managers, the coaches, and how they manage their personnel. This is not easy, bro. This is not easy to just figure out in a matchup. In a lot of cases, you big matchup with somebody that you don't have a full scouting report on. And you don't have a current scouting report on.
Mm-hmm.
Often there's a player who got hot in the season that kind of fought their way into the lineup. There's a player who was a regular starter who went cold.
Or a pitcher who all of a sudden's got some pretty good control on this pitch he's been working on. Because we had unknown texter 1100 just chime in and say UCLA baseball. Yeah, again, a huge shocker. St. Mary's. I don't know if it's for the first time that the number one overall seed lost their first game in regionals, but again, like nobody had that on their radar. And if they said that was going to happen, they might even just been lying, hoping.
Well, to watch, so I was watching Florida State and Coastal Carolina, which are programs that a lot of folks in the Midwest don't necessarily see these teams until late May, early June. But to watch Florida State get pitching, they had to throw a 3-hitter to beat Coastal Carolina.
Oh, I didn't see that.
You need a 3-hitter to win a 2-1 ball game against Coastal Carolina in Tallahassee. In Tallahassee. Like sometimes playing at home, while it provides comfort, also becomes a distraction.
Yeah.
And that's a real thing. But the teams that are advancing and play well, A&M fought off a really good Texas State team. It'll be interesting to see what's there. Oregon and UCLA got stunned.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got stunned. Oregon looks like who they think they are. They're playing like who they think they are. There's some swagger about Oregon now.
Chance they get Oregon State, their favorite rivals.
Right? Listen, and we're seeing Alabama they defend well.
In softball?
Right?
Yeah.
No, baseball.
Oh, baseball? Yeah, I mean, both sides true for either one of those programs, but yes, baseball as well.
Kansas. We saw them be the irritant that they can be.
They've lived up to it.
They're just a really good baseball team.
Mm-hmm.
Texas, to watch them. We don't want to give Texas credit, but let's give them credit. Both baseball and softball, they're factors. They're factors. There's high quality. I do love the fact that you're talking about Nebraska softball in the same conversation as Texas softball. I love that. I love the fact that you're talking about Nebraska baseball in the same context with SEC baseball. Like they don't look like fish out of water. You can beat them, but they don't look like fish out of water. And they could beat you. Now, everything said, Harrison, true story. Would you be surprised if Nebraska beats Arizona State?
No.
Right? And then, would you be surprised if Nebraska beat Ole Miss?
No.
That's where we stand. That's where we stand. That's the day.
At least we're still standing in the conversation. That is postseason softball and baseball, as both teams still in the party. With that being said, we'll throw it to our final break here. Don't go anywhere. One-on-one, DP, Harrison Arns. Talk to you in a bit.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine. Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197. Green's Furnace and Plumbing has been servicing the southeast Nebraska area since 1921, specializing in HVAC systems, bathroom remodels, duct cleaning, backflow testing, and so much more. With a network of trained technicians ready to assist you, Green's Furnace and Plumbing is your source for dedicated commercial HVAC service for your business, building, or even your home, so it can run without all those unwanted interruptions. Learn more by visiting their website at callgreens.com or give them a call at 402-467-4444 today.
Hello, I'm Steve Sipple, co-host of Early Break, weekday mornings from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. And my favorite thing to do, see, or go to in downtown Lincoln is probably O'Rourke's. It's not like I go there that often, but when I do, it takes me back to my college years. It's always been a very chill bar. Seems like they play good music, just a good vibe in there. And I look forward to my next trip into that bar.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Graham Tire presents life's greatest adventures.
Okay, take the worm, put it on the hook. Now bring your pole back and throw it forward. And just let the fish come to you.
I got a bite! It's a big one, Dad!
Great road trips start with great service. Graham Tire, your tire store next door, with 5 convenient Lincoln locations, getting you to the places that matter most.
The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for hosting? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and the close to a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you consider throwing a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it.
In every office, there's 2 types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels and Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday. You lost Wednesday. You're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio, video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Back to One-on-One with DP. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back in. Wrapping things up here, One-on-One with DP Harrison Arns. Shout out our sponsors. Before we wrap things up here, Rods Power Sports. Dominate the off-road with the ultimate power and reliability of new Honda Power Sports vehicles. Visit Rods Power Sports just south of Lincoln in Roca or at rodspowersports.com. Rods Power Sports, where the winning season never ends. And again, shout out all our sponsors: A1 Automotive, Arbor Axe House, Hamilton's Telecommunications, Solarion, Hunt Irrigation, Union Bank and Trust, and as always, Rods Power Sports.
Let me give a special shout out to Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive. So you met my nephew Austin.
Yes.
Who's in town as a emergency lineman
With the stash, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So when a storm hits an area and the power lines go down, or there's a problem with the power lines, he's all over the country. He drove up from Arkansas to fix some lines outside of Lincoln. So he's taking care of us so that we can do the stuff that we do. Well, his truck broke down Friday, and he asked, is there somebody here that you trust, and somebody that you believe in, and that won't charge me an arm and a leg? And I referred him to Kendall Warnock, and I texted Kendall and said, hey, I'm going to refer somebody. Immediately, Kendall responded, connected, hooked Austin up, and took care of him. So that is why A1 is A1.
He's such a good guy, too.
Yep.
I think he just generally loves the community. I think he did, might have been for Veterans Day or one of it, but the one day I know he was giving free basic oil changes, just tire pressure. I want to say it's for those who serve in it. That's not exactly right. The point is, he does a lot of selfless acts for the community all the time. So that one is, I'd say, beyond just a sponsor. I'd say a real good friend of the station.
It was there, and of course the way he engaged, because I got to witness how he engaged the young Austin. And again, you become fans of the people, and you go, thank you for what that is. So you got a 2 o'clock first pitch, Nebraska and Texas. And then 6 o'clock, Texas Tech versus UCLA on the other side. So 2 elimination games coming up this fine Sunday.
I'm in grin ear to ear. I think when this thing all wraps up, and of course these two teams, we'll see what happens later today. But I know you've mentioned it multiple times as the season's gone on, the athletic calendar's gone on, but we're going to be up there in the Directors Cup this year. I mean, for all that we've done, it's probably going to be one of the highest finishes we've had since. Oh man, you probably have to go pretty far back. I don't know, maybe somewhere in the mid 2000s,
Has Nebraska
early
ever won
2010s. Ever won the Directors Cup? I don't think we have. I want to say we've been in the top 5. I want to say 4 was our best finish. Let me look. I know that we've been unfortunately trending backwards up until last year. No, Nebraska's never won the Directors Cup. The highest ever finish, you want to take a guess? In 2010.
2010. Is that the Sioux era?
This would be Sioux era, yep.
So you finished?
Or I think so. Or wait, was that 09 when Sioux was finished? That's the case. I don't know why this year would be so good.
Why would we?
Yeah, he finished 09, so 2010.
So what was happening in 2010 that made it so good?
Well, you had volleyball, men's basketball obviously didn't make a tournament game. Baseball around that point was pretty good. The last time we hosted our regionals was 2008. I'd have to look at what their record is, but they still had some momentum there. something was popping off in 2010 other than volleyball is always the easy one. But no, it was 17th is what we finished. That was the best year we ever had. So a little bit even higher than I imagined.
And there was some traction online because I shared the stats from a social media sports site that said that there were only 6 programs in the country who had made it to the postseason in football, men's basketball, women's basketball, baseball, and softball. And Nebraska was one of the 6.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, that would be really wonderful, but I wonder how would that work if you added wrestling as a major sport to it? If you added volleyball as a major sport to it, right? And if you said no longer, not just the 5 sports, but the 7, it's a short call. It's Nebraska.
Yeah.
Not to mention track, men's gymnastics.
Oh, bowling, throw that in the mix, rifling.
Right. There are several. And that was the point, was that you're having a run. And it's pretty interesting to watch and greatly appreciate it. You have to shout them out when things are going well.
As John and Cortland says, as we wrap things up here, a great day no matter what. 2 Husker teams playing for all the marbles. Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's perfect attitude to have. I don't know, that's what I'm going to be saying watching these games, that I'm excited for some good action here. And we're still in the postseason. So we'll have those post-game shows as I promised earlier, as soon as those games wrap up. Baseball and softball, both those games starting at 2 p.m., both of them likely to start about an hour or end an hour apart from each other or around there. So appreciate everybody listening. Don't go anywhere, though. We'll keep things rolling here on A Ticket Sunday, 93.7 The Ticket.